And finally, we end in Latin America, where tensions between Guyana and Venezuela continue to spiral. In the latest, Guyana's president has accused Venezuela of breaching international maritime agreements. This comes after a Venezuelan Coast Guard patrol ship entered Guyana's waters and approached an offshore oil facility of American oil giant Exxon. Now, in response, Guyana activated its military and even raised a diplomatic complaint against Venezuela.
This morning, Saturday, 1st of March 2025, at approximately 7 hours, a Venezuelan armed patrol ship entered Guyana's waters. During this incursion, the Venezuelan vessel approached various assets in our exclusive waters. Our assets and FPSO Prosperity are operating lawfully within Guyana's exclusive economic zone. The patrol vessel transmitted a radio message declaring that the FPSO was operating in what it termed disputed international waters.
Guyana has now deployed its Coast Guard ships along with air assets to protect the oil-producing facility.
We have already deployed air assets within our exclusive economic zone and within our exclusive waters. The Coast Guard is also in the process of being deployed. Guyana remains committed to peace and the rule of law. We will continue to pursue diplomatic solutions, but we will not tolerate threats to our territorial integrity.
Meanwhile, the White House has in fact taken notice of the recent escalation in tensions between Guyana and Venezuela. And taken to social media platform X, the State Department threatened Maduro with severe consequences over the further provocations. The administration doesn't recognize Nicolas Maduro as the president of Venezuela and has accused him of electoral fraud and voter suppression in last year's election that he contentiously won. Since returning to the White House, President Donald Trump has in fact slapped fresh sanctions on Maduro, despite the Venezuelan leader agreeing to take back illegal migrants deported by the Trump administration.
If one day the Americans want to have a respectful dialogue between equals, we'll do it. We have already done it without any problems. But if Americans want to stay on the path of supporting violence and fascism in Venezuela, to continue with sanctions, it's their problem. We'll stay on our path of independence, sovereignty, peace, work, development, and harmony.
And now tensions between Guyana and Venezuela have been escalating since President Donald Trump returned to office. In fact, last month, Venezuelan gangs shot and injured at least 6 Guyanese troops. Caracas claims all of the oil-rich Essequibo region, which is nearly 2/3 of the total territory of Guyana and has been under Georgetown's control since 1966. Maduro has repeatedly threatened to annex the region by force, while the United States and other Caribbean nations, as well as the United Nations, recognizes Essequibo as Guyanese territory.
Merci beaucoup. Hi, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Namaste, Mr. President.
Bharat Kelogon, Komeri Namaste.
How many people generally follow you in interviews?
Typically in a month we have viewers up to 150 million, that's more than twice the population of France. And in the last 2 years, we had 3 billion viewers. So I say, Laurent, this is your chance to be famous. You're on Firstpost. One word to describe your equation with Prime Minister Modi.
Amitié.
As India and France work together, are you creating a new era of non-alignment in the technology space?
India is a training superpower. 1 million engineers a year, more than all of Europe and the US combined. So we have that partnership. We have a partnership on the environment and the economy. We also have civilian nuclear programs, and that is something we've developed far beyond the France-India relationship. So we want to work together on AI.
And then comes China with its DeepSeek, creating models at a fraction of the cost. Did that innovation take you by surprise? Did that breakthrough make you sit up and think, what did the Chinese do and how?
But what did DeepSeek do? They took everything that was already available from the last AI model, and then they recalibrated it.
So are you going to ban Chinese AI in France?
So we don't have this American approach of banning tech because of where it comes from.